Everyone, it's Sid from Savy, Sentient. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for the collective. So this is not a sign specific reading. This is for whoever needs it and for whoever it resonates with. Okay, before we get into the reading, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the bell so you're notified whenever a new video is released. And if you'd like to follow me on any other social media, all that information will be linked in the box below, as well as information for my Etsy shop. So let's go ahead and get into your reading, collective. Spirit, what is this reading going to be about for the collective today? What is the messages that the collective needs to hear the most? What does the collective need to hear the most? What is today's reading going to be about? Okay, there we are. Okay, so we have the Lovers as well as the Page of Pentacles. So of course the Lovers is about love. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It can be in relation to business partnerships as well, but it is definitely about partnerships, making choices, making the right choice. And then the Page of Pentacles here is about a message of a new stability. This can be about a business maybe that you're considering. This could be definitely in reference to lovers and a business partnership, but this is definitely planting a new seed for a new stability. Okay? So we're going to use the Zombie Tarot for this reading. The signifiers are from the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the recent past for the collective. Tell me about the recent past for the collective. Recent past for the collective. Okay. Tell me about the present for the collective. Oh, too many. Present is the Hydrophone. All right. And then near future for the collective, please. Near future for the collective. Okay. All right. So in the recent past, we have the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Hazards in this deck. This is about taking your financial abundance and creating a family life. Having the means to sustain a happy family life. Hazards are pentacles. So that's what this is in reference to. So in the recent past, some of you all have been happy when it comes to home. If it's in reference to work, you've been able to provide for your family with whatever job it is that you're doing. Okay, if this is in reference to a relationship, this has just been a very stable relationship that has everything provided for it. Okay. Lots of stability there. Can we clarify the Ten of Hazards, please? Clarify the Ten of Hazards. Too many wanted to flip. Clarify the Ten of Hazards, please. Okay. And the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups represents a message of love. It's also your intuition and creativity. So if this is in reference to love, perhaps you started something new based on your ability to provide for that relationship. So in the recent past, you've gotten to a place where you felt you can definitely start a new relationship because you could financially afford it. Because, relationships cost some money sometimes, all the time. But also, you've gotten to a place with this person where everything seems stable and you felt that you could move in and offer new love. Or this could be vice versa. Someone could have approached you with a love offer because of the stability that was felt in the connection. If this is in reference to work, perhaps you began a new project, something that you're very passionate about. This could be something that you're doing on your own, and you are financially capable of pouring money into this new venture. But let's just do one more card to clarify. Okay. Clarify the Ten of Hazards and the Page of Cups, please. Five of Wands. All right, so we have the Five of Wands coming out. Five of Wands can represent creativity, but with it being a Five of Wands, then there might have been some conflict about the creativity or about the project. So with the Ten of Hazards here and the Page of Cups, it's just gotten to a place where it has stabilized and you were able to start a new beginning. Okay, so the Five of Wands can also represent like arguing. So maybe some of you out there were either arguing with yourself, like really conflicted about this new beginning, and finally decided to dive in after lots of brainstorming, lots of thinking. You finally got to a place where you felt that it was okay to enter into this new relationship. Or after you've entered into the relationship, you found that there was some conflict there. And maybe things weren't as stable as you originally thought. Okay. But I don't think that that's the case with the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is associated with higher learning. It's associated with like spiritual learning, but it's also associated with officiating, like weddings and things of that nature. So you could very well be considering marriage in the present position after some conflict in the recent past, but moving into a position where you felt that you could solidify your relationship by presenting an offer. Okay? A few different stories here for the collective. Okay, can we clarify the Hierophant, please? Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Four of Swords. That's a card of rest, also a card of meditation, but resting the mind. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see a different message here. So with the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles leading the message, it looks like a lot of you thought that you were entering into a relationship that was very stable. However, once you entered into it, it became conflicted. There began the turbulence once you entered into it. In the near past, you have the Six of Swords is the reason why I say that, which is moving to calmer water. So you dove into this thing, you made a choice to enter into something, whether it's a job or a relationship that you thought would offer some type of stability. And for a little while, it absolutely was giving you that kind of stability that you thought it would with the Ten of Hazards and the Page of Cups. Okay? But shortly after that, there came some conflict. You considered making a bigger leap in this relationship, but it looks like you fell back from that. Like marriage definitely crossed your mind, but you're kind of falling back from that right now. That's the story that I'm getting here. If this is in reference to a job, same thing. Like you really thought it was a good opportunity. You went ahead, you invested yourself into it, and then suddenly conflict. You may have been offered a position of like management or something like that, but even if that's not the case, this is a place, a job that you thought would be long term, but now with the Four of Swords, you're kind of falling back from that. You're kind of like reassessing. Definitely less excited about the opportunity. Please clarify the recent, sorry y'all. Please clarify the present position, the Hierophant and Four of Swords. Why is the Hierophant here with the Four of Swords? The Queen of Hazards. Yeah, so you have the Queen of Hazards here. So that is having everything you need as far as like creature comforts. You're financially stable. So if this is in reference to a job, even though you're kind of on the fence about it at this time, it is a position that provides for you. You don't need for anything. But I think that emotionally, it might not fulfill you. And it's just not exactly what you thought it was. It's not what was presented to you when you initially decided that you were going to take it on. If this is in reference to a relationship, then this is a relationship where you are comfortable. This could even be a relationship where the person you're with provides for you to the point like you don't really need for anything. And it can be vice versa as well. Hell, you both might provide for each other. You both might feel really comfortable and taken care of in this relationship. Okay? But in the near future, you do have the Six of Swords, so you're moving away from something. Let's see what that's about. Clarify the Six of Swords, please. Clarify the Six of Swords, please. Clarify the Six of Swords. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups here with the Six of Swords. The Knight of Cups is a knight who wears his heart on his sleeve. He gives his all into the connection. Okay. He can also be viewed alternatively as kind of narcissistic energy. He'll give his all temporarily until he gets what he wants from the connection. And then he kind of loses interest. but take it how it resonates. You do have the Six of Swords here, so you might be moving away from this idea of rushing into the relationship or rushing into this job or passion head first. You've been stepping away from that here in the reading. Let's clarify one more card. Clarify the Knight of Cups, Six of Swords. Knight of Cups, Six of Swords. Then you have the Knight of Wands. Oh, two cards came out. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords. So in the near future, that's the Knight of Wands. He's rushing in. He's much like the Knight of Cups, but he comes in a little bit faster, a lot more passionately, a lot more fire there. Like he's really energetic as he comes in. But we also have the Three of Swords here, which is heartbreak and loss. Okay, disappointment. So you could be moving away from the connection because of some type of heartbreak that came in quickly or will come in quickly because this is in your recent past. Or if it's in reference to a job, you could be walking away from the job, or in the times that we're in now, you could go to work one day and there is no job to go to. But you're definitely moving away from these nights. These nights. You're definitely moving away from these nights. You're moving away from someone who's either or both, either coming in very passionately or coming in with their heart on their sleeve. This could be you and the other person, vice versa. One of you coming in hot, one of you coming in very watery and emotional. But then there's a heartbreak that comes in, and that's what causes you all to move away from the situation to calmer waters. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's a breakup here. It just can be that maybe y'all discuss some things and decide to move into calmer waters. But with the cards leading this reading, the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles, I definitely see that there are some decisions that need to be made in reference to either this job or relationship. This can even be a friendship, but whatever this is in relation to, there's decisions that need to be made about it. You can either stay in the connection and maybe slow down but work things out. Stay at the job because it does provide for you. Same thing with the relationship. This is something that provides for you in some kind of way. But there is conflict here, and there is some type of loss, some type of heartbreak here. So this is a situation where you take the good with the bad, or you either walk away, is the message that I'm getting. So some of y'all have decisions to make. Take the good with the bad, or walk away. If this is in relationship, in relation to a relationship, I'm going to pull some romance oracles just to get some clarification for you. Okay. Angels, romance angels, what messages does the collective need to hear? Trust. So we have the trust card. The situation is calling for trust. So if there was some type of heartbreak here, some type of deception, in order for you to proceed forward with the relationship, it's going to call for you to restore some type of trust in the connection. All right, what other messages do you have, Spirit? What other messages do we have for the collective? Ooh. Okay. For some of y'all, this is a soulmate. And the conflict comes in because you can't let go of your control issues. Some of y'all just need to let this shit flow organically. Stop trying to force things to be the way that you want them to be. If this is something that you're going to hold on to, if this is something that you're going to invest in, because clearly it's something that makes you feel taken care of, then you need to let go of your control issues because this is a person that you're meant to be with. But again, for any situation, this is going to require trust. So in a relationship, you're going to have to trust your partner. Y'all going to have to talk and establish or reestablish some type of trust. If this is in reference to your job, I wouldn't necessarily say trust your employer, but I would say trust yourself and trust your intuition. Trust how you feel about being at that place. If you feel like it's a little bit unstable, it's because it is, because your intuition is letting you know. But at any case, trust yourself or trust your mate. We're going to pull a Moonology for you all as well. All right. Messages for the collective. Step out of your comfort zone. And I think that goes hand in hand with the letting go of the control issues. Maybe you're not used to letting someone else take the lead, but this card is calling for you to let that go and let your partner lead, or let things happen organically. Stop trying to force it to be the way that you want it to be. Okay, so with the step out of your comfort zone card, this is the North Node card. When you get this card, a strong feeling that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you're headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards the thing that scares you within reason. This is a card all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and leave the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? The mantra for this card is, I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card is, you're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face your fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet, and you got this. So the first thing that was said about this card, it's time to let the past stay in the past. It's time to leave the past alone. So if the conflict, which happens in your recent past, is what causes distrust and control issues, you need to leave that in the past, because the person you're dealing with is your soulmate. If this is in reference to a job, then again, step out of your comfort zone. Maybe the job itself is what's making you comfortable, and there's some other thing that you need to be exploring, but you're too scared to leave it alone because this job provides for you and makes you feel comfortable. But maybe it's time to start exploring other options. You do have the Hierophant in the present position, which is all about higher learning. It might be time for you to learn a new craft that will also provide for you. But you have to first step outside of your comfort zone. Okay? And I guess I'll go ahead and do a Starseed Oracle for you all as well. And then we'll do an advice. See what the advice is from Spirit. Alright, Spirit, what is the message from Starseed Oracle? Trust the timing, because divine timing is at play, y'all. Alright. Trust the timing. Okay. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So let's look deeper into this card. if I can find it. Okay, 114. All right, trust the timing. Yep. Okay, trust the timing. So often, those who feel like they're here for a reason sense their time is running out, and they spend their life worrying that they might miss their moment. But the only way you miss your life or moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. It's never too late to answer a calling. You're never too old. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect unison. Don't race ahead or ride a wave that was never meant for you. You'll waste your precious time and energy when instead you could have been enjoying life. Everything has a season, and you're being called to trust the one you're in. Don't let impatience, comparison, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat. Keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible at such reactive speeds. Right now, you're being reminded that to take a deep breath and trust the wave you came in on. To trust the season you're in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush, and it's never too late. So again, you have trust coming in. Okay? Trust your soulmate. Trust this time. You're not running out of time, because divine timing is in play here. What's meant for you is meant for you. At the time it's meant for you, it's meant for you. And that's it, and that's all. Okay? So let's go ahead and get some advice before we close out this reading for you all. Spirit, what is the advice for the collective? What advice do we have for the collective? Advice for the collective. We have the Queen of Pentacles again, falling right out. Advice. High Priestess. One more card, please, Spirit. Six of Cups. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles again with the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is a call to the past. So in the past position for your reading, there again was some conflict. The Queen of Pentacles is, of course, financial stability within the relationship. And the High Priestess is a call to use your intuition to receive the answers that you need. So if this is in reference to this past position here, then it's just saying to use your intuition to know what to do as far as getting that stability back again. Okay? Use your intuition. Your answers are already within you. You need to call to your higher self to get clarity about the situation. Again, this reading seems to be about making a choice. The connection or the job that you're in is something that takes care of you. And it's up to you to decide whether to stay in this and make it work, or to let it go and find something new. If this is in reference to a relationship, I think that with your romance angels here, this is something that you could and should invest your time into to make work, as long as whatever this Three of Swords wasn't a deal breaker for you. Like if infidelity is a deal breaker for you, then obviously this is not something that you're going to want to work on, because you're never going to feel like the trust can be restored. But if not, I really feel like this reading is telling you to basically weigh the pros and cons and to be patient with the connection, because this is a soulmate connection. And I think this is something that you have to just let flow and stop trying to control. All right, if this is in reference to a job, it seems to be telling you that, especially with the trust the timing card and stepping out of your comfort zone, that maybe there's something that you're more passionate about that you could be investing your time into with the Hydrophone here and learning more about, so that you could be not only financially taken care of, but definitely fulfilled. Definitely fulfilled as far as doing that job or that project. What you're currently doing is not something that fulfills you, it just takes care of you financially. So definitely turn to your intuition to figure out what is the best course of action for you. All right. So that is your message, collective. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next week. Bye-bye.